All right, good morning, everybody. It's Bill Hurrelbrink from the newsroom here at KCTV5 with another edition of Bill's Weekend Picks. This is a little segment that we do here about 10:30 every single Thursday morning where we run through just a bevy of events going across the metro area coming up this weekend. So you have a chance to fill your schedule to get out of the house and have a great time around Kansas City. Again, never a shortage of great things to do around town. And for this little segment, we have music, we have art, we have theater, we have car shows, we have a place where you can go try new beers. Just a lot of things happening around Kansas City coming up this weekend. We're just going to scratch the surface of several of them. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, we're going to flash back to a band that was it was formed, and it's actually got it started in Liverpool, England, back in 1979. They saw most of their success in the 1980s. Their biggest hit was I Ran. You know them, you love them. It's Flock of Seagulls. They're going to be in town tomorrow night at the Uptown Theater. This is part of their I Love the 80s tour, so they're going to be there with Bow Wow Wow and Animotion. Tickets are still available via Ticketmaster. They start around $47, and the show gets underway at 8 o'clock. One question that I get a lot from people visiting town, if they're going to a show at the Uptown, they're like, Bill, where can I park to see a show at the Uptown? Well, the Uptown has 3 different places that they list on their website that they encourage you to park. Just to the north of the venue, there is the parking lot there at the shops at the Plaza, or the Plaza or Uptown shops, excuse me, right there. There's also a parking garage underneath those shops if you enter from the west side, and then they also say that there's a few parking spots just behind the Salvation Army, but limited parking there though. Now, I've been to dozen shows at the Uptown in my growing up here in Kansas City. I have always parked in the neighborhood just to the west of the Uptown Theater, and it's never been a problem, fingers crossed. So hopefully that advice continues on for you if you choose to park there, either on Pennsylvania, or what's the street just west of there, Jefferson Street, are those 2 streets just to the west of the Uptown. Again, I've always parked there, never had a problem. Hopefully that continues to be the case with no big issues. Now, another big concert that is going to be kicking off this weekend is down in the Crown Center neighborhood, and that is, of course, Boulevardia. This is the 10th annual Boulevardia in Crown Center. That kicks off on noon on Saturday. It will run till 11 o'clock at night, and you know who's headlining this. It's the one, the only, KC native Tech 9 will be the headliner for Boulevardia this year. The lineup features a lot of local acts, though, just tons of DJs. Jessica Page is an artist from out in Wamego that's been playing in Kansas City a lot here recently. Katie Guillen and The Drive, Hembry, The Freedom Affair, which we featured a couple of weeks ago for their their upcoming CD release. The Greeting Committee will be there. The Zeros, a real popular band from around town, and many, many more. Of course, craft beer and food are heavily featured at Boulevardia as well. Make sure you're going to be drinking plenty of water if you're headed out to that festival. Again, that's taking place in Crown Center coming up on Saturday. Gets underway at noon. Will run until 11 o'clock at night, something you definitely don't want to miss. Now, if you want to maybe try some craft beer, but maybe you don't want to be in the crowd that is going to be Boulevardia, well, Saturday night, just travel a little bit to the east to downtown Independence. They have a big event happening out there that is going to help fund their events going through the next several months. Oops, let me click on the right event here for you so you can see it. It's called their Wine, Brew, and Spirits 2. So this is kind of a brew fest that they have going on out there. It runs on Saturday night from 5 until 9 in the Independence Square area. There's going to be like 15 tasting locations for you to try all these different flavors out, plus live music from Copper Threading will get underway at 7 o'clock. Now, some of the different tastes you can try for food and drink include Three Trails Brewing will be there, Cafe Verona, Felia's Luna Umbri Winery, and El Pico. Now, you do have to get tickets to get in. Now, of course, you can go right there. This is at independencesquare.com. You click on tickets to buy them there. I don't know if there's still VIP tickets left. They were limited, but $45 was the cost for VIP tickets. That gets you in the door an hour early. GA tickets are $25 in advance, $35 at the door. This could be a really fun event to get out on Saturday night to kind of explore the downtown Independence area. It's kind of a unique downtown. I grew up in KCK, so I never got the chance to visit downtown Independence, but I did hear several years back. It's a cute little downtown square area, a lot of history down there as well. And again, with this Wine, Brew, and Spirits 2 event going on Saturday night, might be a great opportunity for you and some friends to get out there and check it out. Again, recommend getting tickets in advance to that event because it'll cost you $10 more if you wait at the door. Another event happening this weekend is going to be in downtown Overland Park, and they've got events starting as early as tonight. So in Overland Park this weekend, at 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight along Overland Park Drive and 81st Street, they're having a cool classic car show. That'll feature classic cars plus new cars that have been all tricked out. Just ones that really make you turn your head when you see them driving down the highway. You're going to want to stop and see those. There's also a show or a concert from the Back Alley Brass Band. They're going to perform at Thompson Park at 7 o'clock tonight. Then tomorrow, the Art Fair is taking over downtown OP. That'll run from 4 to 10 o'clock at night, and then the Art Fair continues 9 to 2 on Saturday downtown, followed by the Peace March and Rally. That'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning at City Hall. Now, also keep in mind the Farmers Market is ongoing through portions of Overland Park as well. So if you visit downtowop.org, that'll get you all the information you need to know about that because there's some reconstruction going on down there as well. But also keep in mind there are some street closures down there because of all of these events. So what your best bet is you might want to go to downtown City Hall or the City Hall of Overland Park, or they're going to have a shuttle that takes you through several stops in downtown Overland Park, like 4 separate stops, so you can get off, get on, see the different things that are taking place down there, and it's going to come back around about every 15 minutes. So every quarter hour you can catch a bus ride. It's totally free, and anybody can ride that bus if they want to get out there and check it out. Also coming up this weekend, the ladies of the KC Current are back to the friendly confines of CPKC Stadium. They're going to take on Racing Louisville on Saturday night. So they're currently on a hot streak. They've won 4 of their last 5 matches. They're sitting on the top of the standings in the NWSL. So tickets on SeatGeek right now start about $68 if you want to go for a single ticket at CPKC Stadium. And if you don't want to head out to the riverfront, no worries. This one is televised nationally, so you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. The match gets underway 6:30 at night, and it's going to be, again, televised nationally on ION. If you have YouTube TV, you have ION, so you can watch this one from home. Just search for it on your channel guide. But again, the Current has been on a big hot streak. They had 3 players play on the U.S. women's national team here recently, so really flying high with the ladies from the Current right now. Great opportunity to get down there and checking them out. Again, a lot of people ask about parking for the Riverfront Stadium. I do not recommend trying to go park down on the riverfront. I'm the kind of guy that likes to park it. I'll even park at Union Station. Then I'll take the streetcar up to the River Market, and it's about a 1.5 mile walk on along the river there down to CPKC Stadium. To me, that's just much easier than fighting traffic, but to each their own. Another easy parking garage is the library parking lot right off 9th and Wyandotte. That's the one with all the books painted on the side. You can go park there. I think it's about $15 to $17. Again, streetcar up to the River Market, and then you're a hop, skip, and a jump away from CPKC Stadium. It is a little bit of a walk, so if you can't quite walk that far, you might want to think about then parking a little bit closer. But to me, walking a mile or 2 is not that big a deal, just to not have to fight all the traffic down there. Finally, I do want to give a big shout out to MTH Musical Theater Heritage. They are putting on a musical that really holds a special place in my heart. It just got underway here over the last week. Again, Musical Theater Heritage putting on Guys and Dolls. It's now showing at the Grand Theater in Crown Center. They've actually transformed this entirety of the theater into the Hot Box, which if you're familiar with the musical at all, you'll totally get to the reference. It's like walking in the 1940s New York City and like a little classic jazz club down there. I got a quote from the director here in just a minute. You're gonna want to hear this. So if you know the premise of the Guys and Dolls, this is a really cool theme. This show features a lot of memorable tunes that you might have known of, like Luck Be a Lady Tonight, If I Were a Belle, and Sit Down, You're Rockin' the Boat, plus many, many more. Now the cast features, this is really cool, KC native and Shawnee Mission North alum Nathan Darrow is Sky Masterson. You might recognize him from, he played opposite of Kevin Spacey in the American version of House of Cards on Netflix, or was that on the other one? I can't remember which platform that's on, but either way, House of Cards was a great show, and Nathan Darrow plays opposite that he's the guy who's playing Sky Masterson in this. Another KCK native is playing Miss Adeline, and if you recognize her name, she has been a powerhouse on Broadway as well. Her name is Angela Wildflower. Again, she is a KCK native, Schlegel High School alum, and Broadway powerhouse. Director Tim Scott sharing about this production that we're turning the entire experience into a night at the Hot Box. The lobby is set up like the club. They have a real craps table. They have a vendor selling cheesecake. They've got jazz singers performing around a 9-foot Steinway piano. The whole atmosphere pulls you into a colorful and dynamic world of Guys and Dolls before you even take your seat to see the show. So definitely something you're going to want to check out. Again, that is showing at the Grand Theater in Crown Center. You can go to MTH or search MTH Theater online to get your tickets from that. And again, this show holds a special place in my heart because this was the one that we did my senior year in high school at Sumner Academy of Arts and Science in downtown KCK. I love the experience. I cannot wait to go see their interpretation of this amazing musical. And again, it's directed by a guy named Tim Scott, which if you ever watched Better Kansas City, the show that we had here at KCTV5 back 6 or 7 years ago, he was our theater contributor for that show, would come on and review a lot of the different productions around Kansas City. So he's got his director cap on for this one, and it looks like he's got a really great show planned out for the audiences in Kansas City here, again, put on by the Musical Theater Heritage. That runs through the end of June. You can get your tickets online right now. A little bit on the pricier side. I think they're over $50 a ticket, but still it's a great show and a really great venue to be able to put this type of show on. So again, something great to do this weekend over in Crown Center. That's two great things in Crown Center if you count Boulevardy on Saturday night and then go catch Guys and Dolls maybe on Friday or Sunday night, plus a slew of other things taken on around town. So that's going to do it for Bill's Weekend Picks here for this Thursday, June the 12th. We are almost halfway through the month of June already. It's going to be wrapped up and over with. It's going to be the 4th of July before you know it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday morning. I will see you next here in about the next hour on KCTV5 News at noon. And we'll see you back here next Thursday, 10:30 on all of our streaming platforms for another edition of Bill's Weekend Picks. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll see you around here real soon. Take care.